After just meeting with the Emergency Management Committee here in the City of Marshfield, I've just signed a proclamation for a state of emergency within the city. Now, this is primarily going to be for city buildings and the library. So an update on the library will be open to drive-through. They will still have their virtual learning and whatnot, but their lobby will be closed, but they will be fully staffed. So you can drive through, you can call ahead. Of course, within City Hall will be closed, but it will be open by appointment. We're doing this primarily because, as you know, COVID is spreading, and we have more and more people that are affected by this virus. And so in order to protect our city employees, we are closing City Hall. But as I said, you could still come by appointment. This will allow many of our city employees to telework, work from home, still be very, very efficient, and it's there for the safety of our employees as well as citizens within the city. So this is only to city buildings. There's no bearing on any businesses or anything like that. It is just city property. Now, why are we doing this? You've all seen the outbreak of COVID-19 cases. And if you go to the Wisconsin Department of Health Services website, you will see that as of the timing of this video, there are over 316,000 people that have been infected with the virus. Sadly, 2,649 of them, as of the making of this message, have passed away. That's a 0.8% death rate. But what's not included in there is the suffering rate, and there are many people that are suffering. This is a deadly virus that has to be taken seriously. When you bring it a little bit closer to us, how many people are in the hospital? In the whole state, 2,278 people are currently in the hospital, and of that, 456 are in the intensive care unit. Now you bring it in even closer. Here in the north central region of the state, there are 255 people that are in the hospital, and 50 of them are in the ICU. And you can imagine now what that is doing to our healthcare workers. Not only do they need to deal with the other folks that are sick and injured, people with heart conditions and other conditions, now this is really taking a toll on our healthcare systems. Here in Wood County, those numbers continue to escalate, and we have to be very, very careful. Thankfully, our schools have done a great job in their social distancing and the practicing that they've had to keep it to a minimum, but we are seeing an escalating number, and we have to be careful. So I'm going to ask you, not because government is getting involved or anything like that, we need to help our healthcare workers. When they are going in facing COVID every single day, of course, some of them have contracted the virus, and that means there's less of them that are able to work. Many of our healthcare workers are working double shifts, and they're overloaded. So the reason that we need to go with the CDC recommendations is to help our neighbors, is to help our friends who work at our local healthcare facility. They need your help. They are overloaded. Now, how can you help? Well, we've all heard it. Number one, wear a mask. Now, let's understand, I'm aware some people feel that their rights are at stake here and things like that. It has nothing to do with that. The healthcare professionals have said that this helps us, and this is just one thing, to simply wear a mask. Really analyze whether you have to go to that large social gathering. Be very, very careful on those. Socially distanced. Let's remember that. Stay at least 6 feet away from people, especially people that you don't know. Wash your hands. Wash them a lot. Stay home if you are sick, and if your children are sick, keep them home. That we can beat this virus, but it's going to take everybody. Government can't do it alone. And we've all seen this go on for months. And I understand people have COVID fatigue. I get it. I'm one of them. But I understand this. I care about my friends that work in the healthcare system. I care about people that are in the front lines of this. Police officers, firefighters, people in retail establishments. We need to do it for them. Marshfield, we're going to get through this. We're going to get through this together, but it takes us all.